Alright, so we're about to try our first pouring with the Coravin here. We were going to test it out on this 89 Chateau Talbot, but we figured we'd play it a little bit safe just in case our first experiment goes bad. So we're going to go ahead and try it on a 2009 Paradox M blend. Paradox is a favorite of ours. It's one that we've got a lot of in the cellar, so it's no big deal if we have to open it up right away. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. You start, now that we have the cartridge loaded, the argon is loaded in here. You can actually hear, you get a little burst of gas. So what you do now, once it's slid all the way down, you open up the clamps and rest it around the top there so that the guard, the needle guard, is resting on top of the foil. So you want to have it resting firmly on top of the foil. You need to hold the bottle tight with your left hand, and then you want to push the top down. So again, without pressing the gas trigger, you want to go ahead and insert the needle into the bottle. And it's a super sharp needle, so it actually slides in really easily. It was not hard at all. So now it is firmly attached. And at this point, you're ready to pour. So what we're going to do is tilt first. And it says to hold it down for about 2 seconds. So, and there it goes. So it says 2 seconds to pressurize the bottle the first time. If it doesn't take, or if it stops pouring, just do another 2 seconds. So it seems like it starts to, and it's pouring well in terms of the first charge. It comes out pretty smoothly, but then it kind of tapers off. So it looks like each charge only pours a few ounces. But you can literally feel it in your hand when you charge it. You can feel it charging the bottle and pressurizing the bottle. It's pretty cool. So when you're done, you just tilt it up, and it says that that hiss is normal once it's pressurized. So let's go ahead and try pouring the second glass. You can see that it automatically sealed when I tilted it back up. This definitely seems to be pouring better this time. Much better this time. So I think it just takes a couple charges. Or maybe it was user error, who knows. So one thing to note is that when it's pouring and you've charged it and you tilt it back up, it does tend to spray a little bit. So you might want to keep it angled at the glass a little bit. As you can see, it sprayed the whole inside of the glass. Didn't get the table too much, but it does, when you first pull it back up and the argon's charged, it sprays a little bit. So that's the only thing that I've noticed that is even remotely difficult, but this was remarkably easy to use. So, pretty dang cool. Once you, again, when you tip it back up, you do hear a little bit of a hiss, and it says in the notes to expect that. So I think that's just the gas working itself when you close it. In terms of removing, at this point, as long as you're not pushing on this, the bottle isn't being charged. So all you have to do to remove it is simply put your hand again firmly on the bottle and then just lift up. And that's it. And then you unclamp it. And it comes off really, really easily. So this is now charged with the argon inside, and supposedly will continue to stay fresh. So we're going to go ahead and drink our wine. That's the top of the bottle. You can see small little puncture mark And yeah, I think where the interesting thing is going to be is trying it again in a few days. Maybe we even let it go a week to see if it's still good. But it should, in theory, because it's all argon backfilled at this point, continue to be fresh and great. So we can put it back in the cellar and just drink a glass as we want it. So yeah, so that's our first pouring with the Coravin. It is pretty awesome, I gotta say. All right, the Coravin.
Cheers, the Coravin.